All right. So here's the big question. Why does racism exist? To really understand this term, you have to really understand how this term was created. And race is really a false classification of people. And people created this. And the concept of race was created as a classification of human beings with the purpose of giving power to white people. We did not create this. We did not create this system, okay? You or I did not create the system, but we're living in it, and it's up to us to help ensure that we continue to disrupt and dismantle this system, because racism, you or I, we do not like that. It's a hurtful feeling. I mean, think about any time that you were rejected for something and just maximize that by 10 times. And understand that you're rejected for something that you can't control. If you experience discrimination, you need to tell somebody. You need to tell your mentors. You need to tell your role models, because they can help you get through the situation. But people don't understand that you and I would not be together on this call today if we didn't have people stand up for the truth and stand up for equal and human rights. We would not have this conversation today. And you say, so how do I think we can do that? Guess what? You're doing it already. You know where leadership starts? In your heart and your mind and your hands and your feet with your behavior. And so you guys are leading right now. And so I say, look at those names and replace those names with your name and ask yourself the question, how am I leading and how am I being a part of the change today? But I'm telling you all do have power. And the first people who don't have the power is the people who don't think they have it. I mean, honestly, if you don't believe that you have power, you're not going to have it. But I do believe local community members have so much power than they even can imagine, because it's one small thing that you can do to make a big difference. It can change the whole narrative. You got to understand that everyone learned differently. And if you want to help change someone's perspective, you got to ask them how they learn, and then you should help educate them in the way they want to learn. But don't just learn. Also go do something about it. Put it in practice, because what you put out is what people will learn. So be mindful of what you put out. Be mindful of what you say when certain people are not in the room. Be mindful of how you talk about each other. Respect starts with each other. You're leading right now. So I hope and I challenge you all to go share what you learned today and let people understand your story. And that's why I love the platform, Hear My Story, because everyone on here has a beautiful story. And if you don't tell it, someone else will.